Okay, Promineo week 9. It looks like this week we had to create a website using HTML and Bootstrap. It was to include a nav bar, at least 2 pages, a table, and a form. And I was supposed to use Bootstrap grid throughout to kind of orient the objects within. I decided to push myself a little bit, but I'm going to make another video on that explaining exactly what the application is. I decided to create an actual mortgage calculator. And if we take a look at the code, actually, you'll have to excuse some of this stuff. I created 3 pages. The index, which is right here. And I just used Bootstrap throughout. There is a nav bar up top in the header. I decided to make it a dark nav bar because I thought it would be like a nice like contrast of like black and white and then black, or I guess dark and then black. I gave it a brand, gave it an href. There's a button that does a toggle, and then it leads to my 2 documents, which are the app and the code for the app. And then, as you can tell, I use the container Bootstrap class in order to be able to keep everything within a specific limit. And then I use Bootstrap grid, which uses flex, actually, which is a really weird name in my opinion, but it actually uses flex at its core to orient things both center and center aligned and horizontally, and it adds a little bit of padding to it. There are a couple of different columns on the index, here and here, and then another row in order to be able to then open up essentially a table, or in this case it's called a list group, I do believe. And I just list out the different technologies that I used in this application. And you can see that displayed here. There is a Bootstrap table here, and then yeah, that's how it's oriented. I used grid for this one as well, in order to be able to display the 2. If we take a look and we inspect it, and then we flip over into responsive mode, you can see that it's fully responsive using the grid and flexbox of Bootstrap along with the nav bar. We'll go to my code. I use another Bootstrap component to achieve this. It's called the, I forget what it's called. We'll go back. So those are my 3 pages. There's my app, there is my code, and then there is finally my page. And then this is also fully responsive using the grid as well. All right, so that's that for the class. And I'll be back with another video explaining exactly how it works.